occasions. They've won it 5 times, South Africa. And Sri Lanka have an opportunity to start off with a win. You're just joining this big shock, really. Nepal beating England. England just didn't get enough runs and then bowled poorly. South Africa beat Hong Kong. Pakistan just about got over the line against the UAE. And at the moment, Sri Lanka in control of this first game.
That was a huge shock earlier on. England defeated by Nepal. But England might be going for the plate rather than the big trophy since they've got it 5 times.
Hang on there, just 1 minute, Brad Hogg. We've still got Australia to play. Still lots to play for. Samarakun and Dabari will open up for Sri Lanka. Hasnain looks like he bowls a bit of pace, a long run up. Now then, can they defend 78? Started off in style, Sri Lanka. Typical left-hander, small and stocky, clips it to the leg side, starts off with a maximum.
Yeah, with a start like that, it's going to be difficult. 79 required, brilliant start, pick the length 30, and off she goes.
Whoever's owning that tent where that ball went to are probably the smartest business people here. They've actually got a net in front of their tent.
We all looked at the umpire then to see the line that he was bowling. Beautiful shot. That is simply sensational. Length delivery, extension of the arms. That is probably one of the best shots of the day so far.
Not where you want to bowl to a left-hander. I think maybe okay, but it's the line that's wrong. It's either got to be wider than that, where you're really teasing the umpire to call the wide, or you're on the pads.
And again, back-to-back sixes, check drive, and one for the photographers.
Just wonderful to watch. Keeping it very simple, a very simple technique. It's such a good pitch to bat on. You can hit through the line, and that's exactly what he's done on that occasion. Lovely to watch.
Brilliant from Wirakodi. Clipped towards that leg side. What a start this has been from Sri Lanka. The first 5 deliveries, 22.
Well, the way Sri Lanka are going, or should I say Wirakodi's going, this game's going to be finished in probably 2.5 overs. Finally, there'll be a little bit of break between games if that happens.
Yeah, and just to remind you, obviously net run rate is important, but it's more important to hit as many sixes as possible. Because if you level on points at the end, it's the amount of sixes that comes first. That's another 6, 28 from it. Sri Lanka in that chase, 28 without loss.
Lanka.
Big chunk has been knocked out of that 78 in the first over. 28 from that first over. That'll be another maximum. A poor delivery, full toss. And Dabari starts his innings off in style.
You're just checking some pies at the moment.
That's exactly what you were talking about, Brad Hogg, that net. Sensible from the sponsors, because there's so many places you can get hits and there's netting covering you. Sensible. And again, that is a beautiful shot. Doesn't look to overhit it. Will be a 4. And Sri Lanka are cruising to victory.
Barry, beautiful batting. Going back to most sixes, if you level points, it's pretty hard to be up there with most sixes if you're only chasing 78. So it might be best to bat first.
Whichever it is. If you bat first, try and hit the netting. And if you're chasing, still try and hit the netting. And again, towards the netting over there. 44 in this run chase, and we've already seen 6 sixes in that 44.
This is just excellent cricket. Oman hit 7 in the innings, and they already got 6 in the first 10 deliveries.
You just see that's their plan. That is their plan, just to try and get this done and dusted with maximums as quickly as possible. When you've got the opportunity to chase down such a small total in 6 overs, get it done. Now then, out towards cover point. Taken. Good catch. Needed something to try and stem the runs, and wickets is their only way.
That was a brilliant catch out in the deep by Majiba, running forward. A wicket they needed. Probably wanted that wicket a little earlier. Beautiful innings. Sri Lanka 45 for 1.
Captain then in the middle, Madhushanka. In a good position here, Sri Lanka. 45 for 1, just chasing 78. So another 34 required. Ramanandi needs wickets. Got to try and take wickets. Try and get themselves back into this game.
Beautiful piece of bowling, little flighted. And beautiful catch out in the deep. Just that turn away just helped that downfall with Werikude. Beautiful bowling by Islam.
Madhushanka with his first delivery to face. That's what I like about the Sri Lankan innings so far. They just look to hit down the ground. 6s down the ground and 4s, and they bring up their 50.
Yeah, we have seen that with the most batters. Whoever has gone downtown, who has looked to straight, play with the full face of the bat, has been most successful. And that was a lovely shot again, hitting it down the ground with some power.
A short delivery. Well, there's no fielder down there. Keeper will try and stop it. No chance. So just 25 now required for Sri Lanka.
Not bad ball there from Ramanande. Just trying to change it up. Slower bouncer. Caused a miscue from Madhushanka. With only 4 fielders, there's plenty of gaps, and those mistimed shots can get away to the boundary.
Now appeal, big appeal, must be an outside leg stump. I think the surface has been excellent that we've seen today. Remember, this is the first time we've actually played on a surface that isn't artificial. I know that this surface has been here for around about 10 years, but what we've seen so far is a flat wicket, and that's what you want in 6-over cricket.
Absolutely. He's played nicely. It's the 4th game already, and it's been very true. It's been a belter.
Slower delivery, keeper gets underneath it, taken, simple chance. It's rid of Dabari, and Sri Lanka have lost their second.
Good catch there by the skipper, Bianak. But there's a great piece of bowling from Ramanade. He's varied it up, slower bouncer, Yorker, then a slower good length ball, and he gets the wicket of Dabari, and that's 55 for 2.
Samarakun then. Oman have just got to keep trying to take wickets, just try and put Sri Lanka under a bit of pressure. At the moment they are running away with this game. But another couple of wickets and all of a sudden then Sri Lanka may start to panic. 56 for 2.
Bowling left arm over.
New Zealand, Hong Kong next, Bangladesh, Oman, and then the big rivalries on that 4th line down. No bigger than India, Pakistan. But for an Englishman, no bigger than that, England versus Australia. Rivals are galore. And England, who are desperate for a win after losing their early game to Nepal.
The earlier wicket here, Ramanade, beautiful bowling, just changing it up. Easy catch there for the keeper.
Mujibur with his left arm has just been dealt with into those nets again. Closer and closer, Sri Lanka.
Samarakun comes to the crease, only needs 3 balls before he finds the boundary. Left arm off spin, turning it into the left-hand bat. Very tough with short boundaries.
Yeah, because players are just going to try and get underneath you. So all they're trying to do is get underneath you. Sri Lanka have only ever won this competition once in 2007, and it looks like they're going to start off with a win.
Well, that's just poor bowling by Mujiba. Bowling quicker rather than getting some energy on the ball. Try and get it a little bit of drift and drop. But just that pace on that good length is just too easy for Samarakun.
And again, get underneath it. You're right, it is poor bowling. You've got to try and do something different. 3 sixes in a row. He's 18 from the first 4 deliveries. And Sri Lanka are 1 shot away from winning their opening game.
He's got to change something. Got to go slightly fuller. You cannot allow the batter to keep getting that elevation.
Tried to finish it in style. It'd just be a single. Was always going to be a big ask when you only set 78. Sri Lanka have come out and decided get it done quickly. Slap towards that offside again. He is single.
Well, that's the end of the over. So we're able to get into the 5th over. Oman, they'll be happy with that as Sri Lanka is 76 for 2.
Ahead in the game, easily going to go and win this game. Sri Lanka just 3 runs from 12 deliveries. Want to try and finish it off with a 6 because of the reasons we've talked about. The teams are tied on points. It goes to most 6s first. Has he done that? You bet he has. 14 sixes. 10 sixes in that run chase. 4 fours. Sri Lanka win comfortably with 11 balls to spare.